The views and opinions expressed on Deeply Upsetting are those of the panelists and not those of the Geeks Under the Influence Network, associated brands, properties, or businesses. Listener discretion is advised. Please keep your hands inside the ride at all times. Fuck, marry, kill, Muppet Edition.
What?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, no.
Gonzo,
Okay.
Animal,
Okay.
or Rolf the dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming.
Yep.
I mean, obviously I have to fuck Animal. Like, there's no other option.
Animal throws down.
Yeah, Animal certainly fucks. I feel very wrong discussing this, honestly. It feels like I'm discussing underage puppet. I don't know why.
Because they're so pure.
Because they're so pure.
Pure.
The minute I said I would fuck Animal, I felt like I needed to be like bathed in holy water.
Like you were a monster for even
I'm
considering
a
it.
monster.
Yeah, I understand.
And honestly, just kill me, and that's the end of this. Or I'll marry all of them and then just be their friend.
Right, and you just like sing songs in the backyard while you're cooking out. And,
yep.
Like what a life.
Exactly. Yeah. We invite Kermit over. It's great.
Jason Segel and his wife live next door.
Oh,
and they're like, life's a happy song. It's like, you need to learn new material.
Yeah.
You can't just keep singing that song.
You're like, I'm having a bad day. Right. You're really rubbing it in. My life is not a happy song today, asshole. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stick with my choices, even though I feel disgusting about them.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck Animal, and he's gonna like rock my world, unfortunately, and be like totally a fuck boy, 100%. He's sleeping on my couch for a month. Like,
yes.
No, other option.
He's a drummer. He's a musician.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Exactly. He's got long hair. He's like the stereotype of a fuckboy.
Right.
I think I'm gonna marry Gonzo and I'm gonna kill Rolf the dog.
Rolf? He's the one that's the least problematic out of all of them. Like, Gonzo fucks chickens.
Oh,
so that's like a whole thing.
I don't want to deal with that. What kind of weird diseases would I get?
I mean, I'm pretty sure bird flu.
Definitely bird flu.
You definitely get bird flu.
But like sexually transmitted bird flu, I feel like is
also,
a whole other thing.
Chicken pox.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
But they're
like
Muppet chicken pox, so they're like really funny chicken pox. Like they talk.
Okay. Oh.
They all talk. So they're like, hi.
That sounds annoying though.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd be cute for like 1 second.
Until their like 50th musical number.
What songs are they singing?
A lot of stuff with face in the title. Like Billy Idol's Eyes Without a Face.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot of face songs. That'd be great if I could just pull out like 5-10 face songs. Right.
Then I'd be like, you've
Poker
thought
Face?
about this.
Poker Face.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What's the theme song from Face Off?
It's called Face Offed. The Mirror Has Two Faces.
That's a movie.
Is there a title song called The Two-Faced Mirror or something?
Honestly, maybe, because the main character in that is
Barbara.
Barbara. Yeah.
Barbara, yeah.
She probably wrote something. I've seen that movie, but it was a long time ago. It's a good one.
Funny Face? Isn't that a movie?
That's a musical.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's probably a song in the musical called Funny Face.
Yeah, definitely.
Or like, I've got a funny face.
That's it.
Funny face.
Wow, you're really well versed in that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It's my favorite musical.
I can tell.
Yep. So,
well, you're doing better than me. I can't think of a single song with face in it. This is going to plague me for the rest of my life. I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat screaming the title of one that I can't think of right now.
That's the remainder of this episode is just us coming up with titles of songs that have face in it.
Just seconds of silence in between being like, is this a thing?
Actually, I kind of want to put together a playlist on Spotify and just throw it on our social media when this releases of just face songs.
But it's only like 6 of them because that's all we thought of.
We thought of.
And then we just searched it clearly in Spotify. Just added every single one.
I don't need Spotify to start thinking, like looking at playlists that are based on things we say on this show.
Yeah, no, not at all.
A list of playlists of like songs your dog would paddle to.
Right.
Like, what? I don't know what that means.
Songs to eat Popeye's chicken to.
Right.
Bringing it back to our OG sponsor, Hopeful.
Oh, I'm still praying every morning, get down next to my bed, and like, Dear Lord Jesus, make Popeye's chicken our sponsor.
We don't even need a sauce like Megan Thee Stallion. We just want to have a partnership with the greatest chicken brand.
I don't know how well a sauce called Deeply Upsetting sauce would really do at a fast food place.
Probably not. Or like Hobbit sauce.
Hobbit sauce is really upsetting.
Bogarde sauce is just too mysterious. Nobody wants that.
No. Bogarde sauce, yeah. You open it up, it's in like the grayscale black and white thing because it sounds like an old old-timey movie name. Yeah.
Somebody with a transatlantic accent gives it to you.
Here you go, darling. Oh, thanks. Cool.
Oh, I love to be transported at my local Popeyes.
Right? It's like a trip back in time.
Okay, back to business. I guess I'm going to switch my answers because you freaked me out about the chicken pox. So I'm going to marry Rolf and kill Gonzo. That feels right.
That feels right. Like, and Gonzo, I don't think he would even be that upset about it. Like, he's trying to blow himself up half the time anyway.
That's true. I also don't want to babysit him almost dying all the time.
All the time.
I don't even know why that was my first instinct. Maybe it's because I feel like someone needs to take care of him. And I was like,
definitely.
Guess it's me.
He's not taking care of himself.
No, hell no.
He's like everybody has that couple that they know where one of the people in the couple, usually the dude, is the one that, like, how did he survive before you guys got married? Because clearly he can't tie his shoes. He can't do anything. That's Gonzo.
He's a whole idiot.
Where he needs his harem of chickens to, like, protect him along with all of his buddies that he lives. So many roommates. The Muppets have so many roommates.
That's true. Not the chicken harem.
Harem.
But you're right.
Yeah.
Oh. There's some weird shit going on over there. Yeah, I don't want to be part of that. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, you don't want to, everyone, Gonzo didn't even ask people to, but everyone still knocks before they come into his room. Like, they're not, like, no, are you sure?
The door is open. They just have their hand over their eyes.
They use the little hook from the Apollo that they did post on stage to close the door from a great distance.
To not touch it.
Yeah.
So as to not touch anything before they see what's going on. Oh, no matter what, walking into that room would be deeply upsetting. Welcome back to Deeply Upsetting.
Deeply Upsetting. Woo!
I'm your host, Amy Bogarde.
I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we're back, baby.
Yes, we are.
We are. So here's the deal. Let's just break it down into some brass tacks. Ya boys, that's us, I guess.
We're ya boys?
Yeah.
Cool. I've never been ya boys before.
Well, I certainly haven't either, but it's time for us, I think.
Excellent.
Anyways, ya boys have been really, really, really busy. Like, so busy. We're dying, but it's cool. We're doing a great job.
Well, it's busy with cool stuff. Like good life stuff. Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. Just busy, man. It's just busy as fuck. And so in case you haven't noticed, we haven't really been posting that many episodes, as it turns out.
Yep.
Because life has gotten in the way. So here's the deal. We're going to reformat a little bit, and I think we're going to do some shorter episodes. So our regular length episodes are going to be like 30 minutes, and then we'll continue with the minor upsets every off week that are like 20 to 30 minutes. And I think it's just going to make it a little bit easier for us to get back on a regular releasing schedule.
It's going to be much easier to schedule like a half-hour recording time than an hour. So
even though it's not that different, in case you were wondering, but for some reason, it's just tough. I don't know.
But the plus side is that even though the episodes are going to be shorter, it's going to allow us the opportunity to release more consistently.
Exactly. Yeah,
so you're still going to end up with more content.
By far.
Yeah,
like, we're not releasing stuff. I don't know. Being an adult sucks, man. Like, it really just gets in the way of all your fun shit.
Also, the network is overdue for just a half-hour show.
Sure,
It really does need a half-hour show.
Nice, quick little horrifying palate cleanser.
Yep, exactly. The format changes for you guys.
It's for you,
It's for the listeners out there.
Not for us at all, and not for our sanity in the least bit.
Not at all, no.
So we still do need questions.
Yes, definitely.
We will answer less of them, but again, we'll be recording more frequently, so we will get around to it. If you have a question for us, please let us know. Our social medias are Deeply Upsetting. Or you can email us at geeksundertheinfluence@gmail.com, put Deeply Upsetting in the subject line, or you still have the opportunity. I would never take this away from you, no matter what, to leave us a voicemail or send a sexy text to the GUI hotline, 804-505-4484, which is 804-505-4GUI. Yay. I think that's all the business.
That's all the business.
Okay, great. Let's get into
rate, review, subscribe, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, do that. And listen to the other shows that are good.
Oh, and one more thing also is that for the month of April, Podchaser.com is doing a reviews for good thing, which is #reviews4good. And What that does is it benefits an organization that is providing food and meals to people fleeing the Ukraine.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
During the conflict. So it is a great cause. And basically, all you have to do is go to podchaser.com and review our show. Say, oh, it's great, disturbing time. And rate it, review it. And every review that they get, they are putting 25 cents into the nonprofit.
Oh, nice.
And then if we reply to the reviews, because you can do that, we will, then that's 50 cents.
Oh, nice. And that adds up quick.
Yeah, so that's 75 cents. If you put in a review and then we respond to it, that's 75 cents going to people that really need it. Yeah. So just podchaser.com. And that's not just us. That's all the podcasts. So review as many as you want. Go nuts. Review all the GUI shows. Review other shows on other networks. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Just get those reviews going, and you're helping out podcasters, and you're also helping out people that need it way more than podcasters' egos need reviews. So
I listen to way too many shows, so I will be doing that after we finish recording.
That'll be the remainder of the weekend, is you just doing reviews.
The whole weekend. It's going to be me looking up face songs and me reviewing things on Podchaser, and that's it.
Perfect.
Other than that, you can't ask me to do anything.
No shit. All right, so you have, speaking of upsetting things, you have the first question for us.
I do. It's actually rather wholesome for this show. I have to forewarn you. So this was inspired by a conversation with one of our good friends of the show, Katie from Nerdcropolis, the blog, the podcast, the movement. So she and I were chatting about bathing suit shopping. And we were talking about how some websites, people will post pictures of themselves online. And the people that post pictures of themselves in a bathing suit on the internet, especially if it doesn't fit, especially if it just looks like shit, or it fits wrong, or it cuts into your belly or something like that, they are the fabric that holds this society together. They're the strongest among us. They're doing humanitarian work at a level I can't comprehend. They're just absolutely incredible. And I wish I was them. I'll never be them. It's just not for me. But so it made me think about the everyday heroes in our society that are unsung, like you, bathing suit reviewer on the internet with pictures that don't fit. Incredible. Thank you for your service.
That's something that I haven't really had reason to think of myself, is just how challenging that's got to be to buy a bathing suit online.
Yeah.
Like a women's bathing suit. Men's bathing suit is elastic waist. Yep. I mean, we're going to make it work. It's fine. But a women's bathing suit is a little more complicated.
Or literally anything.
Or literally
buying
anything.
Clothes doesn't make sense.
So all those pictures on Amazon or wherever you're buying stuff, that is something that I wouldn't have thought of.
I know. And people being like, look how it fits around my arms. It doesn't fit. It's too tight. It's squeezing. It's amazing. Incredible. You have no insecurities. You're just one with the universe, telling us about how it shows off your body fat. I love you. If you've ever posted a picture of yourself on the internet to review clothes, whether it fit or not, if you wanted to flex, that's great too. I think that you're a hero, and I think that you deserve recognition from the society as a whole.
Nice. I think that's very fair. Mm-hmm. I think they don't, those everyday heroes don't get recognition. So we're looking at other everyday heroes.
Yes.
I think one thing that I've always appreciated are the everyday heroes that it happens in our neighborhood, and I know other neighborhoods do it, that people will just put a box that says free on it and stick it on their front porch. And the thing is, I may not need anything in that box, but I'm likely to take something because one day I'm going to have a free box.
Yep.
And that item's going to be in my free box. Used to play that roundabout with yard sale items.
Yep.
You buy a yard sale item, and then the next year it's in your yard sale.
Yep. And the cycle continues.
The circle of junk.
Nature continues healing itself. Okay, I'm going to throw out people that leave positive YouTube comments. Anybody who's actually leaving a positive YouTube comment, or on a local news channel or something, but they're saying positive things amid the thousands and thousands of the darkest comments
garbage
you've ever
water
seen.
Swampland that is YouTube comments.
YouTube comments. Oh. Anybody who's keeping it alive and it's just this song is good. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
I want to give it up to the Facebook grandmas that, speaking of garbage swamps, the Facebook land of just unfounded comments, political comments all over the place, and people screaming at each other and just being upset and misinformation and just people dying for attention. And then there's the grandmas.
Yep.
The grandmas that don't know how to use Facebook still.
Yep.
It's been around long enough that they definitely should have figured it out by now. But they write it in letter form where it says, hello all, comma, I had a great day today. I took the dog out for a walk around 10 a.m. She's getting so old, but she's still spry for her age.
Yep.
And it's long.
Just like me.
Just like me. Ha, ha, ha. Very charming and wonderful. And I don't want them to learn how to use Facebook because it's so great to just have like a grandma letter randomly in this mixture of just like everything on fire.
Or what's clearly a Google search that they typed into their Facebook status and said. Oh, man, I do miss that about Facebook. That's really clutch. Yep. Those are really lovely.
That really is the best.
Though one time, so my grandmother does love Facebook and she's 98. And she also has like a very tenuous grasp on it. And one time, a friend of mine posted some sort of like BuzzFeed article or something on my page that said like 10 women through history who didn't give a fuck. And my grandma just commented on it, no. I think about that so often. I never asked her about it because I'm assuming it was just to the curse word that it was like on my page, like actively that there was a bad word on there. I just simply love, not even a period, just no.
Oh, that's incredible.
My friend reached out to me separately and was like, I realized that was your grandmother. Like, should I remove this? I was like, hell no. This is incredible to me.
Another everyday hero.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all waitstaff at restaurants, let's be fair. Let's just like throw that out there that all waitstaff, but especially the waitstaff, that they realize that you probably either worked in food service at some point or a public facing position. So you're like the chill table.
Oh, it feels so good to be the chill table. It feels
so good to be the cool table.
Oh,
and they're just like, oh, thank God. Okay, yeah. You know, this other table I had back there. And they will like give you the best tea.
Yeah.
The most scalding hot fucking tea.
It is so good. Especially like at a brunch or something. If you get tea with your brunch, like they bring you a mimosa and tell you something about the table, like 2 tables down that's negative. Oh my God. You're getting an 88% tip and you're the love of my life. I will potentially leave with you if I have enough mimosas.
Right? There have been multiple times in my restauranting experience that by being the cool table where it's like, when you get a chance, not a big deal.
Yep.
We are chill. Not going to like ruin your life.
Say it just like that, like a robot.
Like a fucking robot.
We are chill. Don't worry.
When they start to slow down, the server would end up sitting at the table.
Yes.
with you for a second, you know, depending on the restaurant.
I have had
just
that
chilling
happen.
out for a minute, like, y'all, my feet, like they have been trying to take my life today.
Like, oh, we're like, we know.
Have a drink.
Yeah.
Like, come hang out
Take
with
a quick sip.
Yeah.
That was pre-COVID.
That was pre-COVID, yeah.
Put your straw in it now. I'm not a monster. I'm still going to offer, just in a more sanitary way.
So yeah, waitstaff in general.
Yep.
Our hearts are with you.
Yep.
You're doing some pretty powerful stuff out there right now.
Oh,
in this
definitely.
burning hellscape that is now.
Yeah. My real job is still being a retail management queen. So solidarity.
Nice.
We deal with the worst of the worst, my friends. And that's why we have this podcast to laugh about something.
We need to have like a commercial that's played just for like the Restaurant Workers of America or something. That's probably a group. But
definitely
done in like the Real Men of Genius commercials back in the day.
I was just thinking
Real Men. Good job, waitstaff.
Right.
You just dealt with a Karen that paid 2% tip on a $300 bill.
Yep. That man wanted no less than 8 ranches and separate trips.
That man ordered nachos, and when you put nachos down, he said, "Why did you bring me chips?"
You found out that man does not know what nachos are, and in fact wanted an enchilada. Tragic. Absolutely tragic.
Woman ordered her steak medium, and then when it was pink inside, said, "This steak is raw."
Is raw. Oh no.
Yeah.
We could literally just talk about restaurant stuff for the rest of this episode, honestly.
Locally famous lawyer Charlie had his food sent back because it was cold after he let it sit there for 45 minutes talking to a client before trying to eat it.
Oh my God. That is the worst.
Oh, yeah.
God, people are the worst.
People are
they
the
really
worst.
are
Yeah.
the worst. Speaking of which, let's go back into our heroes, because I think it is very funny that a lot of our hero things are just like people doing something decent for once.
People that have to deal with other people and don't turn into monsters themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say somebody that like lets you go in front of them at the grocery store or something, like just to check out.
Oh, you've got like 2 items in your hands
Ugh.
and there's someone with a cart and they're like, you know what? You go ahead.
Yep. I know the bar is in hell, but they are true angels and they should go directly to heaven if that exists.
I love that I have definitely gone up and seen like a cart that has been in front of me and I look at them and they look at me and there's that moment of like, are they going to be decent and let me go ahead of them? And I don't expect it.
No.
It's one of those things that like, it is kind of a courtesy that all of us kind of know is a thing that people do, but it isn't something you should expect. But when they look at you and they know what the expectation is.
Oh, yeah.
And then they just give you like a little sly smile and then turn away.
Yep.
Like, nope, not today, motherfucker. What? No!
Conversely, the absolute worst thing is that, especially if I go to the grocery store like after work, my brain is no longer with us. Like it clocked out of work. It already went home. I went to the grocery store without it. And so there have definitely been times where I've been completely zoned out, just staring into space and realized that I was the asshole that didn't let the person go in front of me because I truly didn't notice.
You're a human monster.
No, I didn't sly smile, I promise. They probably thought that I somehow saw and I've just been like militantly staring ahead of me, but no, I'm disassociating at the Kroger.
Oh, man.
As per usual. I'm sorry if that's ever happened. I'm so sorry. It's not due to the fact that I'm an asshole. It's due to the fact that I'm tired.
Another unsung hero, and it's somebody that you may not even notice them being heroes because by simply thinking ahead, they're staying anonymous. They are making themselves so not an issue. You don't know who these heroes are. Those are the people that are in the lanes of traffic they need to be in when they need to be there.
Wow.
So if they're gonna take an exit, they're in that lane a mile or two before their exit.
Can you imagine?
And they're just there. They're just hanging out being like, well, I do have to get off the exit soon. So I should probably be close to the lane that turns into
I don't want to drive erratically. Imagine that.
I don't want to shoot across 3 lanes of traffic during rush hour and possibly murder someone.
Murder everyone.
Murder everyone. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's an unsung hero in this society.
They're the same folks that when there's people on an on-ramp, a busy on-ramp onto the interstate, the slow lane, they're like, no, my friend, I got to make room for the new cars coming onto the interstate. So let me hang out in the middle lane. So I'm still close enough, but I'm making room for the new people too. You know,
wow.
That's
people that are thinking while they're driving. Incredible.
Real hero down there.
Unbelievable.
And you know, those are the same folks. Bet they use their turn signals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some people actually don't know about turn signals. They don't know how they work.
Mainly because BMW didn't have turn signals until 1986. So that's why that's a lie. But
I thought
it's
so,
just
but
BMW
oh my God.
and Mercedes owners don't use their turn signals.
I knew it was a lie, but you were also staring into the depths of my soul with not a shred of humor on your face. And so I started to doubt myself.
The thing is, I'm a terrible liar normally, unless it's something that I don't expect anyone to believe.
Right.
And then I can sell it like all fucking day if it's something nonsense that you shouldn't believe.
And then I do.
Then you do.
And then I feel like the biggest fucking idiot of our time.
Why wouldn't they have turn signals before 1986? Weird German thing. They were.
Oh, it's hard being such a moron, but somehow I have survived this long. Today may be my last day.
You know, another unsung hero, and we have one in Richmond, but I know it's a thing that is a big thing in big cities around, at least the United States, but probably internationally, is yarn bombers.
What is that?
You see them around Richmond where the street poles that the signs have gone missing, and so it's just this large pole sticking out of the ground with no stop sign or no neighborhood watch sign or whatever on it. Yarn bombers will take those or all sorts of different stuff, just public property stuff, and knit around it.
Oh, that's amazing.
So the ones in Richmond, it's like a multicolored thing going up the pole, and then at the top, it's usually a square with a heart in it.
Why have I never seen that before?
Oh, there's a whole page on Facebook of the Richmond yarn bomber. I forget what it's called.
Wow.
But it's somebody that loves knitting, and wants to bring a little joy into the world by putting a knit item that will eventually weather and fall apart and stuff. But for the time that it isn't, it's this nice little note.
That's so sweet.
In the world. Yeah.
That's really sweet.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Aw. I just realized that you were talking earlier about free stuff and boxes.
Mhm.
And I can't believe I didn't bring this up because I just got introduced to it and it's so exciting. Someone, another massive hero, out of the kindness of their heart, runs an Instagram where they post where all the free stuff is that day. And they even post like a geolocation kind of thing. Like it has the address, but then they show it on a map.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I mean, incredible. Absolutely incredible. And they tell you when it's gone. Like they have eyes and ears all over this bitch. And it's amazing because they're doing it for good.
I was wondering why the neighborhood had all these people in like trench coats that were talking into their wrists.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's all the Freecycle people.
I know. I thought they were doing a Dick Tracy reboot, but it's actually the Freecyclers.
It's the Freecyclers.
They're more powerful than everyone.
You thought the secret network was the Illuminati, but no, it's just people that like free shit.
I like that so much more.
I do too.
That's so nice.
Love if that would be the veil that got pulled off.
Right.
Like, no, free cyclers.
QAnon? Nope.
No. Those people that somebody wanted a free blender and then it just steamrolled into this whole thing. And
they're like, when they talked about Pizzagate, it's because we all thought that Domino's was doing free pizza. And so then we all bombarded the Domino's.
Right.
And it turned into this weird thing with pedophiles.
It gave a telephone and it went from free pizza to there's children being molested in the basement of a pizza place.
Wow, that was wild. I think that place is still open. That's like a DC legendary pizza place. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's just this local pizza joint that is pretty well known.
Comet Ping Pong.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest name of all time.
That's pretty good.
We can't lose that.
The real heroes,
Mm-hmm.
also, everyone that works at that pizza joint that probably still deals with QAnon people coming in and like raising hell or starting shit.
Oh my God. And like asking to investigate the restaurant.
Yeah,
want to
like check the back room kind of thing.
Like they're going to uncover something that nobody else has uncovered before.
Look,
they're going to go in the bathroom and it's going to have a graffiti that says like, I did molestation here. Hillary Clinton. You know,
right.
Okay.
A framed picture of her like pointing at a child she just molested.
While eating the pizza.
Eating the pizza, the kid's wearing a shirt being like, I got molested by Hillary Clinton.
At Comet
and all
Ping
I got
Pong.
was this lousy t-shirt.
I didn't even get pizza.
Didn't even get pizza, no.
That's the worst.
That's the thing. And yeah, there's definitely certain segments of the world that are worse than this than others, but like it is a thing where people that have just enough knowledge on how to use the internet, not well, just like somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that they end up with believing that they're uncovering something that no one else
Right.
has really been able to figure out. They got the knowledge that you sheep aren't willing to accept the truth.
Can you imagine being like that confident in your own skills that you're like, I will be the one to take down the Pizzagate, like myself 5 years after the accusations?
Like my day job requires me to have a pretty solid amount of Google foo.
Mm-hmm. You've always had great Google.
I've always, well, that's also what's helped me get this job in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But my research skills are pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not finding any secret website that's giving me all this info. I'm finding a lot of blogs of people that are making stuff up.
Right.
But not a lot of like, oh no, you found it. The super secret clubhouse on the internet with all the conspiracy knowledge.
The best Google foo from you that I have ever seen, just personally, also very biased, was when I casually mentioned to you that I wanted to get my mom a DVD of this Lifetime movie that we loved when I was a kid. It has a very generic title. I know not one single actor in it. And you looked it up and found that it actually goes by a different title and like did so much incredible Google foo in like 5 minutes at the bar at the Patrick Henry
That's
pub.
right. I remember that.
And you found it and I got it for her for Christmas. It was only like $10 and then we watched it as a family. It was very wholesome.
Google foo is important. Also, it was either that or a DVD full of conspiracy information.
True.
But there was only the $10 to spend, so we had to go with that movie.
Honestly, my parents might have been into it if it was the conspiracy
True.
theories as well. Well, I guess that about wraps it up.
Yep.
I mean, we're going to be, again, thinking of heroes for the rest of time.
Well,
Face song,
Tell
etc.
us what heroes we should have mentioned on this episode.
Yeah.
What are the real life heroes out there?
I mean, there are a million of them, but you're never going to get better than service staff or people that post pictures of themselves in bikinis.
True.
It doesn't get any better than that. These are the facts of life. Well, thank you for listening. And we are going to be back next week with a minor upset. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Please rate, review, subscribe to the show, to all the other shows on the GUI network. You can also buy a little merch if you feel like it. There's lots of fun merch. Tucci Gang is flying off the shelves. Even when we slacked off of making the show, people were still trying to rep their squad with Tucci Gang, which we appreciate.
Incredible.
gang.
I don't think I'm going to make a I got molested by Hillary Clinton. All I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Ping pong.
No. I mean,
No.
the thing is, that would probably get
Sell.
shared on a Reddit thread or something, and it would sell like
Not
crazy.
the Reddit thread we want.
Yeah.
Plus, if anybody from that thread listened to one episode of the show, they would be like, "Oh, never mind, this sucks."
Yep.
This is
Not my show.
This is not what I thought it was. Well, that's the problem. It has to say "deeply upsetting podcast" across the back, so then people have to know that it's.
And even with a title like that, there's probably going to be people being like, "Oh, that sounds like me." They're not afraid to say what's on their mind,
exactly.
And then they come up and we're like, accept everyone equally. We love everybody.
We're like, hee, let's talk about fucking titties again. They're like, oh no, we like those, but they're like liberal titties.
Liberal titties, not liberal titties.
The worst. Well, that'll wrap it up.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to the show, and for another episode of Deeply Upsetting, I'm Amy Bogarde.
I'm Mike the Hobbit.
Okay, bye.
GUIPodcast.com.
I've got a funny face. Funny face. Mike the Hobbit here,
Lowdown Brown.
inviting you to check out Geeks Under the Influence, a podcast that pairs booze with conversation with good friends.
And a little nerd culture.
We get a lot of colorful conversation out of our episodes, but it is here for everyone. No gatekeeping.
Always level up everything we do.
We'll punch up, never punch down.
Exactly.
So check out Geeks Under the Influence everywhere you get your podcasts, and join us or die.
Shut the fuck up, Hobbit. Welcome to GUI Nights.
GUI Nights.
Yeah, I am Lowdown Brown. With me as always,
Mike the Hobbit.
this is the tangential side of GUI.
This is like so many of those other shows that has the after the show bit mixed with a little bit of Baywatch Nights, so it's a little sexier. It's a little bit after hours.
Also while tying it into the previous episode of GUI. So look forward to that too, because this comes out the week after the flagship hour-long episode.
So make sure to check out GUI Nights, and when you're done, you can
Go the fuck home.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
Two men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
join Mike the Hobbit and Tandy as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Show.
Hey guys, Scotty P here with Smash on your left. And we are the Geek Fathers. That's right, bringing all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent.
So welcome to our world.
And as always, join us
Or cry.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm F.U. Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're gonna fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
Embrace the madness.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots.
F.U. Hunter.
Your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.